Move, Piper. Negative 1.5. Okay, let me pull that up. Hold on. Okay. All right, so let's write that down. So we have negative 1.5, open parentheses, x plus 5.24, close parentheses, equals negative 13.68. Give me just a second. Okay, cool. This is not one that we've solved yet, so hopefully that'll be helpful. Excuse me, Gus. All right. Let me get back over here. So same thing. Your first step is going to be distributing. Okay. So this negative 1.5 times x, also the negative 1.5 times 5.24. So negative 1.5 times x is just negative 1.5x. Copy that plus sign down. Well, actually, let's don't copy it down right now because we're multiplying a negative times a positive. So take your calculator for me, and I want you to multiply 1.5 times 5.24. And you should get 7.86. However, you're multiplying a negative times a positive, and that will always give you a negative. So you're going to put a minus sign instead of a plus sign right here. That's why that sign changes. Okay, so minus 7.86. And then copy down the rest of that problem. Let me put a little reminder here. A negative times a positive equals a negative. Okay. Step number 2 is to draw that line over your equal sign. To show the different sides of our equation. And then the goal is the same as the last problem that we did. So our variable again is x. We want to get that x by itself. So to do that, we have to start moving these numbers away from the x over here. And to do that, you have to do the inverse operation of what is already being done. So right now, they are subtracting 7.86. To undo that or to move that, you have to do the opposite. So the opposite of subtraction is, of course, addition. So we're going to add 7.86 to both sides. On the left, it's going to cancel out, and we're going to bring this negative 1.5 down. I'm sorry, negative 1.5x. And then we're going to solve this problem. So you can go ahead and write step number 3, get x by itself, since we've already started doing that. All right. So now we have negative 13.68 plus positive 7.86. Remember, when you are or when you have two numbers that have different signs and it tells you to add, to get the answer, you're actually just subtracting. You're finding the difference between these two numbers because they have different signs. Okay, and then you just keep the sign of the larger number. So in this case, 13.68 is larger, so we know our answer is going to be negative, so you can go ahead and write a negative sign down here. And then let's do 13.68 minus 7.86. That gives you 5.82. So now we have negative 1.5x equals negative 5.82. All right, next step, we're continuing to try to get this variable by itself. So currently, this x is being multiplied by negative 1.5. To undo that multiplication, we're going to divide by negative 1.5 on both sides. So divide by negative 1.5, divide by negative 1.5. On the left, it cancels out, and we're left with x. Sorry about that. Now, you could, if you have a calculator, just type this into your calculator. Since you have a negative divided by a negative, you don't have to include the negative signs. So on your calculator, you're just going to type in 5.82 divided by 1.5 and tell me what you get for that. In decimal form. Your calculator gave you a fraction. So even when you typed in, or okay, so if your calculator gave you that fraction, type that fraction in as a division problem. 97 divided by 25. And if it's easier, Danielle, this is the link to a calculator. It's the same exact calculator that you will use on the state test. It's online, so if you want to use that, you can. Danielle, when you type in 97 divided by 25 on your calculator, what does it give you? You can't do it by hand right here because you're going to get a mixed number. So that's why I'm saying use your fraction, your calculator. Yes, exactly. So your answer would be 3.88. And we know a negative divided by a negative is a positive, so that's why your answer is positive.